What is up, YouTube? Jonus Fatson here with Penta Hybrid with race number, let's call it 2.2, I guess, season 2, episode 2.
Yeah.
Welcome in. Penta destroyed me on the last one. It wasn't even close. I think I made it to the depths 1, and it was terrible. So you had a pretty decent run. I just didn't get anything, and I screwed up the 1. Let's be honest, like C tier or B tier run I had. So tap on me.
The
Horribat one with the leech.
The leech. I was trying to say, was it leech or placenta? But yeah, it was the leech pickup that you got.
Not to like sand or the sandbag a little bit, but I would like to say I wasn't able to place on the entire run, and that's it.
Discord kind of chopped out. For people that didn't hear him on my end, he said he couldn't place bombs the whole run, but he did switch his controller, so we're all good there.
We are all good. So anyway, why don't we get this started? We're going to do the same thing as we did on the last run. A random. I'm going to do the random on spawning with that character, and we'll start. Same rules, balls of steel. So if you're not familiar with it, if you skip the first 3 minutes in the last one, we basically start out and you can re-roll your run as many times as you want, and it's the first one to finish. I think we're going to do the chest again, right? So,
yeah, we'll do the chest again. We'll switch it up.
It's the sack room skip, yeah. So we'll first one to get to that wins no matter what. So, okay, here we go. Random roll.
Crossing the fingers.
We're going to play as the Lost.
There you go.
Ooh, baby.
All right, I'm going to choose the Lost and go in my middle of my room.
All right, just let me know when you're
set.
My
room has nothing, so I'm going to get my finger on the R key.
Just count it down like a sprinter.
Just count it down. Yeah, just like getting ready to just get it. Because remember, we're playing as a Lost, so like even some good items, not good items.
Yeah, it's very true. I'm actually really so excited for this one.
I am incredibly excited for this one. I love the Lost.
All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, roll. No item room. There's an item room. Curse of the Maze. We got the milk. No, thank you.
I got fruitcake, and that's a hard no.
I got curse room with a bunch of spiders.
That's not a good curse room.
I got an item room. Curse of the Labyrinth. Blood of the Martyr. Get a good damage upgrade right out of the way. And there's our second item room without even running into an enemy with God's Flesh.
Oh, that's no, you don't want to start with that. That's a terrible item.
I do like God's Flesh.
Needs a tears upgrade, I think, with it.
No. They tried to remedy God's Flesh and a couple of the other bad mushroom items by introducing the fungi transformation, and the fungi transformation is not good.
No, it's terrible.
I'm going to roll. I like Blood of the Martyr. Instant damage upgrade as the Lost is fun, but... And for the people that don't know, like, true, should you be rerolling as the Lost right now? No, you should really, if you're playing the min-maxy way, you should roll till you get an XL, see what your devil deal is, because that's where the Lost run really starts.
That's true. That's very true.
But I do want that tempting, tasty first item room. It's always a good start to get a Curse of the Maze that doesn't let you go in the room twice in a row. There's a deck of cards. I mean, it's a replacement for the D4, but...
I got Cursed Eye. That is not a starter. I know that's a starter for you.
That isn't
not for me.
I mean, go back to the Wheel of Isaac video.
That's true.
There's like almost a mirror image of what I had on that run. Double item rooms off the starting room, Little Brimstone.
I'm starting my run.
And Explosivo.
This one's not a great. It's okay. It's not great. So I'm starting with Cricket's Body.
That's
a great
real
item.
Good, but as a first with like the range downgrade, that's a toughie as the Lost.
It's a toughie as a Lost, but I'm gonna see if I can get down to a Devil Deal and hope. That's my hope.
You really just have to like honestly hope for like a Whipworm trinket to drop, and then you're set for life.
Yeah, that's true. Cricket's Body is such a good item.
It's so bad. I mean, this is what I was saying at the beginning of the video. It's like, it's such a good item, but is it good as the Lost? Not really. I got Serpent's Kiss.
Yeah, no.
The poison damage is incredible. It's still going to be good as the Lost. And it's a Curse of the XL, so I want to at least try and see the rest of it. See, now, like, with some of the balance changes, I hope they change in the upcoming thing. Like, here's something I want to talk about before I forget, is one of my ideas I speculated like 2 years ago, and I got the finger as well, which is pretty good, with Spectral.
Finger's not bad.
But it already has Spectral. What am I talking about? talking about like 2 years ago, and now people are like making mods for it, and I'm a little salty that I'm not getting credited with the whole like soul hearts and extra hearts healing the Holy Mantle charge for the Lost. I was the one who probably came up with that idea like before Afterbirth even came out. And now people are making mods for that exact thing, and they're like, oh yeah, I came up with this idea, and I'm like, I could go back and find my freaking Rebirth stream where I talked about it.
That's funny.
But I'm lazy, and I'll just let them take their credit.
It's almost like you store every video on this website that we're maybe on right now.
Yeah. And I could find your freaking YouTube account and see if you actually follow me. And if you do, I know exactly where you got your goddamn idea. I know one of the guys in my community who's an Isaac modder actually is planning on putting that in his mod and giving me the credit for it, which is nice.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'm not going to drop names or anything.
This is Mr. Fixes.
Yes. And I've seen it. It looks like a pretty good mod. I'm pretty excited for it. The mods have kind of died off a little bit in Isaac, and I know Alexa has talked about this as well in every single video he's ever made.
Yep.
But I agree with it.
I am just like, I'm on the camp that I just don't like the Isaac modding community or the mods for them, really, generally.
Yeah,
and I'll be the
when,
pariah for that.
When we first started talking, that was one of the things that was brought up. Was you were like, I think mods are kind of not the best thing to do. Making them accessible is not a great idea, and I kind of agree with that. Because once you make it accessible, then everybody does it.
I don't know if I like this run. Well, I'm gonna
check the shop.
I don't know, but it's just, it has the potential to be really good, but at the same time, it's like, is it gonna win a race? And that's always the question. It's a good run. I got the finger, I got Guppy's tail, I got Gimpy, I got Serpent's Kiss. Even as the Lost, those are still, well, aside from Gimpy, those are still great items. But like, is it fast? The question.
I'm on the Caves one. If you need any sort of
I am also
set.
on the Caves one.
All right.
And I believe you started before me.
Yes. I'm hoping, I took a little slow on Judgment, the Cellar too, so I'm hoping that I can pick up the speed a little bit. I did a little bit more exploring than I usually would, so. And it's been a long time since I've done races, so.
Myself as well, yeah. I may die in this room, and if I do die, I'm not totally opposed to starting over, because I'm not sold on this run yet. Finger, Serpent's Kiss, the poison damage that it offers is definitely something that I'm interested in, and that's the reason that I'm sticking with it. But that first Devil deal was Gimpy and Guppy's tail.
Yeah, not that good. My first, I got Ghost Baby from the first deal, but in the boss item I got Pentagram, so I'm not going to say no to that.
Increased Devil deal chance, damage increase, yeah. I don't take the Red Patch doesn't do anything for me because I don't take damage. Red Patch, underrated trinket.
Oh, let's go, boys.
Oh no. I also don't have keys.
Knifey.
What'd you get?
Mom's knife.
Are you serious?
Item room. Da, 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 da. I could still die. I mean, it is the Lost, so it's not a guarantee.
I got the Parasite? It's real good.
It's pretty good.
That's real good, but I'm just gonna. He got the knife, so I'm gonna hedge my bets and go for a powerful run and hope he just dies before. Charm of the Vampires is not that. Dies before I can advance on him.
That is a complete possibility. I need to get like 9 lives or something to kind of guarantee this one. But
curse room. What you
it's
got?
on me now, so
he's got the advantage. He's got that mom's knife. He's got that knife.
I'm fighting Earthquake Mega Fatty, so
this is real good. But
easy to take 2 hits here.
Oh, I fucking botched a curse room.
What the hell does Walnut do? I can never remember. Trinket.
You take a certain amount of damage. Oh, I should not have rerolled that. It was Lazrags.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's not.
Respawn.
Respawn
totally
is perfectly fair in Balls of Steel rules.
Yeah.
And I would have gotten the stat boost from it too. I just did a video on Lazarus and I didn't even take it. For shame, people. Just ridicule me in the comments, please.
Shame.
The guy thought he was talking about how it's the perfect min-maxing and he doesn't even take it on the Lost race. Look, I don't need you guys to shame me that hard. This isn't an Alexa video. I'm gonna hammer that home.
Snap.
That's fine. I'm going this.
God, I hate Curse of the Lost.
Oh!
Did you die?
I got 9 lives.
Oh, no.
First curse room, pre-item room too.
That's not good for me.
But you got Mom's knife, which is like, that's like the #1 way as any character to prevent yourself from dying, unless you're me and you just walk into stuff. Because I don't get hit by tears. I just walk into them. I don't get hit by things. I walk into them.
Yeah, I kind of do the same.
Got hit by a Diglett, which I should just be ridiculed for as well. Don't get hit by
Diglett dig.
Don't get hit by a Diglett. That's real bad, but I'm taking it for the bookworm possibilities. Book of Satan, or the Satanic Bible. That's it's the cancer trinket.
Yeah, I mean, like, that does nothing. So anyway, you're going to tell me what
The cancer trinket does everything.
Well, that is a good item. I would agree.
And I got Rotten Baby.
Rotten Baby is 10 out of 10. Best familiar.
I would agree. There are, and I know you're somewhat, you know, pulling the carpet out from under me because of the video and the non-stop beratement I got for one, Lil Brim not being on there. Look, Lil Brim's not that good, guys. I'm sorry. He's great. Yeah, he can carry you through like the haunt and the first 2, like the cellar and shit like that, and maybe get you through the caves with a bad tier stat. But like, ask yourself this: you can't say that Guppy's better than Spun and then say that Rotten Baby's worse than Little Brim.
100% agree. I have won Lost runs with Rotten Baby alone.
I have as well. Rotten Baby's amazing.
And like rebirth Lost, not even like this pansy-ass afterbirth Lost.
All right, so this is the run we cannot lose, people. We got 9 lives. We got Rotten Baby. We got a tiers increase that's going to perpetually get better and better from the cancer trinket throughout the rest of the run. We got Pageant Boy. But it dropped me a nickel.
Yeah, that's like not great, but okay. I'm happy for you. I haven't even gone to...
I do like Pageant Boy. Pageant Boy has won me runs just because of the fact that I was against going to the shop at first, and because it boss dropped Pageant Boy, I went to the shop and it was like BFFs or something like that. So
that's pretty good.
Or Black Candle, Blue Candle. I won a Lost run because I was able to buy Blue Candle with Pageant Boy. Because it dropped me a dime, and I was like, hey, well, might as well check the shop. And you go in, it's Blue Candle. It's like, I'm the Lost. This is the best item.
Yeah, and, you know, shops are actually pretty valuable, and is that Kane doing?
In races because of compass and treasure map.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue map,
Blue map is okay, but it requires, I don't know.
Fitness.
You still have to go certain ways anyway. Metronome is not good. A Yara.
Oh
a Jara.
God.
So anyway, we were going to talk about something, because I asked you a question about it around your speculation of the Edmund McMillan Booster Pack 3.
Yeah.
Screenshot that he posted that had 2 new things on it, possibly 3. It was a different looking heart. It had a blue version of the Lost, oddly enough, and maybe a variant of a floor, but I don't think so.
Yeah, people are getting a little too antsy about the new floor. I don't think it's a new floor. It looks exactly like the basement. Maybe even the burnt basement it looks similar to.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things that it could be, so maybe they added in the idea to... I mean, you can do that already, kind of, in the INIs that turn off the textures or the fog and whatever. You can turn those kinds of things off so that some PCs can't run with, like, the high-res, you know, particle effects and whatever.
Yeah, like Alexa's computer that freezes every single time.
You pick up Monster Lung in that guy's computer and you're done. Oh, that's just real pointless. I got Cupid's Arrow.
Oh, it's not good.
It's good, but I already have Death's Touch.
Oh, you have Death's Touch?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got Death's Touch. I also got Shade, who, you know, not to throw shade, is garbage.
Oh, yeah, not good. I should not be checking these. I can't do it. If I had to teleport.
Are you still sticking with the run? Are you still on the same run with the mom's knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't died or anything.
Where are you
So anyway,
at, though? Before we jump back into the
depths
admin speculation, you're on what?
Depths 2. Sorry.
Ooh, depths 2. He's got some. He's got a. I'm flooded caves 1. So
All right.
this is what you're dealing with. You gotta hope that he just throws it. You gotta hope for the throw. But yeah,
Well, I did almost just die. So.
I don't think it's a new character.
So you think it's a an item synergy, or not synergy, just like a?
I think he's trying to be snarky.
Funny. Yeah.
By keeping the character image in there, just to throw people out. This is like a little. It's Ed, guys. It's Ed.
Yeah, that's true.
The heart, people are talking about it being the anti-birth rotten heart, and does look like it, I won't lie. But at the same time, I don't know. Anti-birth's not coming out for Afterbirth, and if they do, for some odd reason, if that's what they've been working on, both the Anti-birth devs, Kilburn and the guys, if they've, in secret, and that's the reason Anti-birth's update is like 2 months late, if that's what they've secretly been working on, you know, kudos to them. I'm glad they got it to work. But it's not what is happening, because Ed will not add that many extra components to his game.
Well, it's almost like it's a new game, right? Like,
It is
comparing.
it is a new game. People are like, well, why don't you just like... It's like, it's a different game. It is a different game. Like, that's no different than any of the other, like, mod expansions that they're making. I did just get hit, which is unfortunate against the Gertie Junes, but that's fine. He's dead.
It's almost like, you know what it is people saying that, like if somebody were to say Counter-Strike is basically life, it's very, very similar to that. Where you're like, no, it's a different game. Even though it's a mod, it's a different game. So
there's too many new things added in Anti-Birth for them to even consider. And first and foremost, like, Ed doesn't have as much control as he thinks he does anymore. And he doesn't want that much control as much as he thinks he does. But like, that's right, I did pick up a Polydactyl. I can hold 2 cards. Nice. He's not gonna put the Anti-Birth stuff in there. I've already spoken my piece on that. I'll say it here, I'll say it now, I'll say it for Jonus's people. It's like if they do, regardless of what people think, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
No, absolutely. Absolutely it is. Absolutely.
You can just go back and install it. Anti-Birth already exists, guys. It already is there. It's there for free. You can download it yourself right now. It has a site and everything. But what about the stuff they put in Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus? It's not worth the headache of porting everything over and calling it and slapping a DLC tag on it.
Yeah, one thing that people may not realize with all the item synergies or combinations is that's all hand-coded. Like, there's no logarithm that goes through and figures out what should happen. There's no race conditions or anything that exists, like, automatically. It's all done programmed by hand. So when you pick up, like, soy milk ipecac, they have to code that.
Yep. So I did get my bookworm. But the reason I got the bookworm is the more exciting part. I got bookworm due to also picking up the Bible, which is going to kill both 2 bosses for me instantly. So... But on top of that, I do want to say about the character that's on the screen in conjunction with the fact, as I did say in conjunction, I'm being fancy, in conjunction with the fact that I'm going to go in this, I'm not going to go in that, I'm going to go in it, I'm going to go in this boarded up Isaac's bedroom and hope there's a black market under there. It's never going to happen.
I did that as well, as a risk.
It
was not.
Dirty bedroom. But you know what? It's a dirty bedroom. I do have a 100% Devil Deal chance, so I'm not gonna skip the floor. I'm gonna go for the Devil Deal and hope that it's not freaking shade again. But here's the thing that a lot of people are speculating. This is going on the Reddit. It's going on Twitter. You're like, okay, well, it's not a new character. Okay, it's not the Anti-Birth content. Then explain the heart and explain the Lost character. I'm like, well, it's probably the Lost holding Anti-Grav, which turns him exactly that color.
Yeah.
I
think you're right.
What could it mean? And what a lot of people are speculating now is, well, if it's not a new character, and then why does the Lost have red HP? And there were people talking about maybe there's an item that gives the Lost red HP, or people were even more excited, maybe they finally added co-op into Afterbirth Plus.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Well, I am very happy that I went to the devil deal instead of skipping the floor. So he's got Mom's knife.
Yeah, I'm on the womb fight, so
You don't have 9 lives though.
I do not. So
I
it's
do
still a
have 9
risk.
lives, and I also have Bookworm Brimstone with a 19 fire rate. So I'm skipping as much as I can.
Yeah, I just had an Emperor card, so I was able to skip. So I skipped the womb too because there was also Curse of the Lost, and I didn't feel like dealing with any of that. So, oh, you son of a bee!
I want
Son of a bee!
I want him to die. Well, you know,
I'm not gonna die.
skip the floor. Let's go down to the depths too and skip this floor, baby.
I have 5 bombs on the cathedral, so I'm hoping that that's enough that I can skip through. But probably not. Because I don't feel like doing like all these giant ass rooms that take forever. But yeah, you know what? The having the lock have the ability to pick up HP, I don't think that they're gonna do that.
No.
Like that really defeats the purpose, and like they made him pretty not easy in Afterbirth Plus, but they made him easier. So it would be a very weird design choice if they did. Oh, this room sucks. Oh, these cross-firing turrets are actually the worst things on the planet.
I have not actually seen them in any of our races so far, so I'm real happy about that. I'm rerolling this item room. Holy water, don't give me that shit. The soul, yes.
Oh, okay, we're not dead. We're not dead. Oh, my heart. Oh, sorry. I got hit early on a room, and it was not fun.
It really is.
How did that sloth? He is the greatest sloth of all time.
I did forget about golden bombs, however, in my time away from Afterbirth Plus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I also forgot about like the half soul hearts that exist now still.
Ooh, an Emperor card. I'm gonna see.
And the blended hearts. I forgot about all kinds of stuff they added in Afterbirth Plus.
Some good additions.
There's like 5 good additions.
I think there's more. Well, maybe more than 5. I'm gonna take no.
Oh, he's gonna start talking shit about greedier mode. Oh no.
I don't like greed mode. That's.
I didn't even like greed mode. They didn't need to introduce greedier mode, and we're not gonna even get on to what greedier mode was on launch.
Yeah.
A shit show of nightmarish balls. Well, I mean, I'll take the Incubus for a second time with Brimstone.
That's a fair thing to take.
All right, so like, yeah, I don't know what to think about the freaking thing he tweeted. He's Ed. I'm not gonna just jump to conclusion. I'm just gonna let them release the shit finally, and deal with whatever they release. The fact that they're saying that it's only gonna be 13 items and some bug fixes kind of gets me scratching my head because that's just a little bit smaller than their second booster pack was, and it took them this long.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they are pulling the wool over our eyes a little bit, and there are some Isaac people out there like myself who are a little wizened to that behavior, and they're like, guys, don't believe like any of the stuff they say. It's Ed. Don't believe what Edmund McMillan says.
No, never.
Especially when it's Edmund tweeting about Isaac that he hasn't really tweeted about in like a year and a half because he's wiping his hands of it and trying to work on his new game. If he's tweeting about Isaac, there's something else.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, he's been focusing on Bumbo quite a bit.
Yeah, Bumble's also late. I know game development's not easy, Penta. I know, but still, don't. I want to play Bumbo, man.
I also agree with that.
Bumbo was like, and still is kind of prepped in the position to maybe be my game of the year this year. And like Hammerwatch is doing a great part.
Yeah,
Here's a Hammerwatch is great.
Blast playing that. I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much like single player, but multiplayer was like 10 out of 10.
It's so good multiplayer, and it's mostly just because the multiplayer works well. The single player is great too. Single player is fantastic.
Yeah, I only had one hiccup while we were playing, and that was still pretty minor.
I know as soon as we got done playing, Phoenix kept playing, and even though he said, "Oh, I'm gonna go and play," he was gonna play something else. He was gonna play something else, and he's like, "Oh, we'll see you later." I went and I got my food, I ate, and then I came back on the computer, and I was like, "Oh, I was hosting Phoenix," and I looked at the screen, I was like, "He's still playing his freaking Thief," and jeez.
That's funny.
I love the game. I do.
Yeah, it's very good.
This makes me want to play it more and more. I started my Priest.
Oh, yeah.
The Priest is like really spongy, but so strong. So incredibly strong.
I'm done my run.
You did? You won.
I won.
There you go.
There we go. Well, I mean, I actually almost died quite a few times.
I have not been close to dying.
I got hit early on a couple of rooms, and
man, I had the Bible prepped for my mom's heart. Algis prepared. Empress prepared. I was so prepared.
That's pretty good. So where are you on your run?
I'm on the womb too.
You're not that far off.
No, I was really hoping for that that death of yours, because I did have 9 lives. So even if I did die, I would come back and be fine. Well, there you go. That's that one. It was relatively quick. Short-ass video for you guys.
Yeah, that's all right, though. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what you saw, feel free to head over to Penta Hybrid's channel as well to do the same. We both can be found on Twitch as well under the same usernames, and on Twitter, I believe, under the same usernames as well for both.
Yep.
So, yeah, be sure to check those guys out. And we're going to be doing more of these for sure. So.
If you are following us on Twitch, you're not a real supporter, because that's where, at least I spend most of my time.
Me too. But for stuff like this, I think it works better for you. But still. Yeah. Either way, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace out.
Bye-bye.